When did we start moving business forever forward? Was it when we became the AI platform for people, money, and agents?
This is a game changer.
Was it when we made the Fortune 500? Was it when we used AI to illuminate the future of work? Maybe it was when our ad rocked the big game and a new rockstar CEO joined the band. Perhaps it was the day we signed our 10,000th customer. Or when we met our bold net zero target. Was that it? Then again, maybe it was when we entered the platform as a service market. Or when we expanded around the globe, took our company public. Or when we were named a best place to work for women, for parents, for people of all backgrounds and abilities. For everyone. And even a best place to work for our four-legged fur babies. Surely, it was when Workday unified HR and finance on one platform, right? No. It all started when two best friends met at a diner and talked about creating a brighter Workday. From day one, we've been moving our workmates, our customers, and the world forever forward. And we're just getting started.
You never know how far one idea will go and who it will impact. Like her family, their community, our planet. At Deloitte, we measure ideas by the impact they'll have. Because why connect or innovate or engineer anything if not to make an impact that actually matters? No matter who you are, where you are, or where you're going, Deloitte is there, and there, and even there. We are dedicated to helping people and organizations solve problems, to know faster, to grow farther, to go from red to black to green, creating impact where it matters most.
The world is evolving faster than ever. At Huron, we're not just keeping up, we're helping Workday customers lead the way. For over a decade, we've been a top Workday partner, recognized with numerous industry awards and trusted by clients across industries and around the globe. We're also a proven innovator in the Workday ecosystem, with 5 Partner Innovation Awards and over 90 custom Workday Extend solutions built to solve real-world challenges. Our teams come from the industries we serve, so we understand the complexity, the pressure, and the stakes. With a 93% Net Promoter Score, we build strong partnerships and implementations that work the first time.
At Huron, we offer the breadth and scale of services you would get from some of the largest consulting firms in the world, but the agility and client-first mindset of a boutique firm.
Let's build what's next together.
So when we took on GMS as a client, everyone was super nice. But after a while, I started to notice that people don't actually do anything here. They just talk, sit around, and click in Workday all day. I'm not even sure what the company does. What kind of generic name is Global Modern Services anyway?
Logan asked us to build an Extend application to improve their check-in functionality. So we've built it, and they seem to absolutely love it. But now all they do is check-ins in Workday and constantly just meet all day. Logan seems to absolutely love it. She scheduled 500 meetings herself.
Transform how you work with InteCrowd, your trusted Workday partner, because experience matters. With hundreds of successful deployments, optimizations, and expansions, we know Workday inside and out. From initial deployment to full Phase X implementation to ongoing support, we're with you every step of the way, priding ourselves on being the most responsive partner in the Workday ecosystem. Our people make the difference, with deep expertise, proven results, and a passion for getting it right. InteCrowd, experts in Workday, partners in your success, because experience matters.
Drive your business forward with Kainos. Empowering Workday teams to be rock stars every day. With built-on Workday innovation that ensures lasting impact and big results. We deliver streamlined Workday operations you can trust, so your business can do more and focus on the future. Visit Kainos.com to learn more.
Why not? Two words that can change anything. Why not help find a cure? Bring it here and even there. We're building the most helpful AI, so you can inspect 800,000 packages a day, spot patterns in crime data, catch phishing attacks, help coders, well, code. Let's make it happen.
We collaborate with clients to understand their most pressing challenges, then create tailored Workday solutions, prioritizing AI-enabled approaches that drive innovation. Our worldwide platform, Ideas to Impact, serves as a hub where we develop and implement new ideas, enhancing how our clients leverage Workday. We're excited you're here to see the impact in action.
Hello, and welcome to the Workday AI Masterclass series.
I'm excited to talk about Agentic AI, commonly referred to by its core component, AI agents, and how it's transforming enterprise, especially when it comes to experiences, because experience is everything.
Today, we're going to talk about the rapidly evolving policy landscape focused on AI, and rapidly evolving it is.
When I talk to my peers who might be hesitant about AI, I think back to the early days of online shopping or the resistance of software as a service. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the immense possibilities of AI and help shape the future of work.
So today we will learn why responsible AI is important. We're going to talk about the principles, practices, and people that make a responsible AI program work.
So while AI and machine learning don't have such a simple superset to subset relationship, it is true that pretty much all of the things you hear referred to as AI do employ machine learning.
This comprehensive program is designed to help business leaders like you learn how to harness the power of AI.
I believe we're at the cusp of a major transformation in how we work, thanks to AI. And I, for one, am incredibly excited to be a part of it.
Developers, do you know what you need? A podcast for developers, by developers. Plug in to a fast-growing developer community and discover how to fully harness the power of the Workday platform.
Building this stuff is fun.
Yeah.
Coming with the ideas for this is fun. And now being able to use technologies like generative AI to enable these ideas, I mean, it brings the potential of possibilities to the forefront.
You can't really look at the end product and then try to make it safe. Like you have to start with the first line of code, the first bit of data, make sure that all the way through you get to a responsible result.
Join me, Nick Moores, and other Workday experts as we go deep on all things tech here on Workday DevTalk.
AI has so many applications and shortens the path to achieve several solutions that it just becomes natural. Like you can instantly start thinking of the use cases and the things you can change immediately.
Workday DevTalk. Now streaming everywhere.
This will be the new manifestation of cell phones for us, basically. You're not going to know how to live without your personal agent, even in your home life, let alone in your digital work life.
What's happening is intelligence is commoditizing. It's becoming ubiquitous.
Agentic AI is presenting us with an incredible opportunity to change how we work, adding in an automated component into our workplace and our workforce.
And I think as a society, we're just getting started. I think in 5 years, some of the things that we used to do today that's manual, the next generation is going to say, well, I can't believe you did that.
That wraps up another episode of the Future of Work podcast. Be sure to check out other episodes at workday.com/podcast.
This presentation may contain forward-looking statements for which there are risks, uncertainties, and assumptions. Customers should make purchase decisions based upon services, features, and functions that are currently available. From Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Workday DevCon Live with your hosts, Liz Jennings and Amir Kostavan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Workday DevCon 2025, coming to you live from backstage here at the keynote at the Resorts World in Las Vegas. We're excited to give you a sneak peek into all the innovation and announcements coming your way from this year's event.
That's right, Liz. And as you can see, the team behind us is hard at work to deliver an exciting opening keynote. We've got an action-packed day planned, filled with insights, demos, and a celebration of the Workday developer community.
That's right. And for those of you just tuning in, I'm Liz Jennings, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Workday.
And my name is Amir Kostavan, the Thought Leadership Multimedia Principal here at Workday as well.
Love it. It's going to be lovely to be back here with all of you again. Amir and I will be your guides through the DevCon experience over the next few days, bringing you all the highlights and behind-the-scenes action.
Yeah, and we're just about to set the stage for the keynote, giving you a preview of what to expect and getting you hyped up for the main event.
For those of you who may be new to Workday DevCon, this is our annual event for developers, engineers, and IT professionals who build applications on the Workday platform. This event is all about getting hands-on with the technology, building new skills, making connections, and exploring Workday's latest tools and capabilities.
Yeah, exactly. And this year we're focusing on how Workday empowers developers to innovate and build for the future, especially with, what's that term that everyone keeps talking about?
Oh, AI?
AI, yes. We'll be diving into how the Workday platform with AI built at its core is transforming the world of HR and finance.
And attendees can expect a deep dive into Workday's AI capabilities, including Workday Illuminate and, of course, Agentic AI.
Right.
They'll attend sessions on Workday Extend and integrations. They'll learn how to leverage these technologies to build really intelligent applications.
And let's not forget the highly anticipated hackathon, where developers will showcase their creativity and problem-solving skills, building innovative solutions within the Workday ecosystem, including Workday Extend, Workday Orchestrate, Workday Prism Analytics, and the Workday Marketplace.
Yep, and we cannot forget about our keynote. We have an incredible lineup of speakers ready to share their vision and insights.
We'll hear from Workday leaders like Jay Wizarkowski, Peter Bayless, and Kathy Pham, along with customers and partners who are doing amazing things on the Workday platform.
That's right. We'll also learn how customers are building for the future of work, all thanks to our thriving developer community.
And get ready for a sneak peek at Workday's technology roadmap. We'll even explore the exciting possibilities of Agentic AI and how it'll shape the future of enterprise technology.
Speaking of shaping the future, at Workday, we believe the power of giving back and making a positive impact on the world. It's a core part of our culture, and it extends to our developer community as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Liz. And a key part of that is how we're investing in the next generation of developers. We're proud to partner with incredible organizations to help grow and diversify the tech community. Our own Callie Zeifang talked with Diana Fisher, Senior Director of the Workday Foundation, and participants from Code Platoon and Dev Mission to discuss their impactful work. Let's go take a look.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Workday DevCon. I'm Callie Zeifang, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Senior Director of the Workday Foundation, Diana Fisher, and guests from Code Platoon and Dev Mission. Diana, team, it's a pleasure to have you guys here today. DevCon is a key event for the developer community. Could you share some insights into what the Workday Foundation has planned for this year's conference?
I would love to. So first, we're kicking things off with a screening of Untapped, which is a documentary that Workday co-produced that follows the journey of 4 young adults as they launch new careers in tech. We also have a panel, so we'll get you guys up there to tell your story because you're recent graduates of similar training programs. We're also inviting every attendee at DevCon to stop by the Career Advice booth and share a piece of wisdom that made a difference in your journey, whether it was early on or recent, it doesn't matter. We'd love to share your thoughts with more job seekers who are just launching their careers in tech.
Amazing, that's so awesome to hear. So also tell us more about the experienced participants from Code Platoon and Dev Mission we'll have at DevCon.
Absolutely. Workday has one of the warmest and most welcoming communities, and we thought this was a perfect event to bring all of you to, so that you could experience that firsthand. So like every attendee, you're going to get to go to the keynotes, you're going to see the innovation sessions, you'll get to do some hands-on learning and apply all those skills you've been building in your training programs. And to close it out, we cannot wait to see what you build in the hackathon, because you'll have your own team.
Well, hi guys, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for each of you for joining us this year at DevCon. I know each of you are transitioning into a career in tech. What is one thing you're hoping to learn or take away from DevCon?
Hello, Rashawn Chapman here, representing DevMission. The thing that I'm looking forward most from back from DevCon is just like the connections I can make and the networking that I can, and just expand my networking and get my name out there to as many people as I can.
Len Kedro, Co-Platoon, X-Ray Platoon, and the thing I'm looking forward to is playing with technology and actually learning how to develop the apps and get a little more in there.
Thank you. I'm Adrian Garcia with Co-Platoon. I was with Whiskey. I'm just excited to really interact with the technology and see how things are with it. So, thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. We're so excited to see what DevCon has in store for the rest of us. See you soon.
Thanks, Callie. Now, one of my favorite things about DevCon is always the strong sense of community it creates. It's a chance for developers to connect, collaborate, and learn from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hackathon is a prime example of that. It's incredible to see the innovative solutions that come out of that event.
For sure. We'll be featuring stories from our hackathon on our social channels, including interviews with the participants and, of course, the winners. Make sure you're following our Workday Developers LinkedIn page so you don't miss any of the fun. You can scan this QR code on your screen right now to head straight to the Workday Developers LinkedIn page.
Keep an eye out for other community highlights on our feed, like interviews with Workday developers, product experts, and more.
All right, Amir, can you feel that energy?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost time for the main event, and the buzz back here is undeniable. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just that we're incredibly excited for everyone to experience DevCon 2025. Get ready for lots of learning, inspiration, and connection, and prepare to hear how Workday is truly the platform of choice for partner innovation. The proof is about to be on that stage.
Yep, well said. And don't forget to engage with us online at #WDAYDevCon, and stay tuned for our post-show keynote where we will dive deeper into the announcements.
Liz, I can see that the stage crew is making final adjustments, and it looks like our opening keynote speaker is just about ready to take that stage. So I think that's our cue. I think we got to get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. The show is about to begin, so we'll see all of you on the other side. Thanks for joining us.
You see that? That right there is magic. Think about what you do. You take these massive, complex business challenges and you actually solve them. You write the code. You build the bridges between systems. You make the apps that genuinely make people's workday better. Taking that whole AI thing and making it work for you. That's pretty cool. And you're not doing it alone. You've got this whole community here. People who are just as passionate and love to nerd out about this stuff as much as you do. With the team cheering you on and investing in your growth every step of the way. Welcome, Workday developers. Let's learn, let's connect, and let's keep building amazing things that have real impact. Because what you do matters. What you do moves business forever forward.
Please welcome Head of Outbound Product Management, Ryan Basilio.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to DevCon. Yes,
Yes, my name is Ryan Basilio, and I'll be your host for this year's event. And if you know me, you know I say this a lot, but this is my absolute favorite time of the year because seeing this community come together is truly something special. We started DevCon 5 years ago in the heat of lockdown, $0 in budget. Never in our wildest dreams would we think we'd be here. But it was never about our dreams. It was always about you, the developer. You're the builders, you're the creators, you're the very reason this conference exists. I want to say this very, very clearly, and it's that developers are the heart and soul of this event. So thank you. Thank you to our DevCon veterans. You guys, you stuck it out with us, and together we built all of this together. And I also want to thank and welcome our new DevCon people. Maybe you heard the buzz, maybe curiosity got the best of you. But just know, you guys are in the right place. You guys chose wisely. And over the next few days, you're going to see what's truly possible when you build on the Workday platform. This is where the magic happens. And well, actually, if this is your first DevCon, would you mind just raising your hand real quick? Whoa. All right. You guys are in for a real treat this week. This is going to be fun. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Let's welcome the newcomers. Awesome. Awesome. I also want to thank and welcome our sponsors. You guys show up year after year, and really we could not do this without you. So thank you, everyone, especially PwC, for being our platinum sponsor for this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mentioned 5 years ago we started DevCon. 5 years, that's big. When we first started, I think we had just shy of 1,000 developers. But since then, in that 5-year span, we've grown more than 10 times over, tenfold, to this massive, massive force that you see here today. And we've grown together. We've gotten to know each other a little bit. And I'll be honest, we haven't always gotten this DevCon thing right. So that's why we did some new things this year. New ways for you to build. Build now with our hands-on labs. These are short-form exercises that let you just kick the tires, get your fingers on the keys today. They range from very basic to very advanced. So this year we doubled the capacity, doubled the computers, and doubled the number of topics that you can take. We found new ways for you to connect, new ways to find your people, get those connections that stick long after DevCon's done. So we made the Dev Hub bigger, we made the brain dates bigger, we have a Rockstar Lounge IRL that's bigger as well. And for the first time ever, we have industry and geo meetups. We also find new ways for you to grow, ways to push your career. We hosted over 250 people yesterday for Workday Pro certifications. We have guided workshops. And later, you're going to hear Nick talk about the next iteration of the DevStar program. So that's enough about me. Let's get to the meat of why you're here. You want to hear what we're doing, where we're headed, and how all of you fit into this. So let's get it. Let's welcome Jay Wizarkowski to the stage.
Hello, Workday developers. Welcome to DevCon. Everybody excited to be here? Look at this, so many of you, and we have thousands more watching us online. Can we give them a round of applause so they can hear us? Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming to DevCon. My name is Jay Wizarkowski. I'm the general manager of Workday Extend. But I'm here to talk to you today as a Workday developer. This is my 10th year at Workday. I started my career alongside all of you, building integrations for our customers, helping connect the Workday platform across the enterprise. I built some of the first Workday Extend applications along with many of you here in the audience. And for the past 7 years, I've been squarely focused, along with my team, on empowering all of you to build on the Workday platform. And I'm here to tell you, together, we are building the future of work. We're building real applications that deliver real value to our companies through people and money. Together, we build the future of work. And what that means is we have to embrace the future that is upon us. There is a generational opportunity for us here today as Workday developers. The time is now to build. There's a rapid evolution of AI technology, and I'm here to tell you, AI technology is not here to replace you, the Workday developer. It's here to supercharge you. And we're going to give you the right tools and the right capabilities to move and deliver at a pace you never have before, and you're going to hear all about that today. Not only is it transforming how we build as developers, it's transforming how work gets done. As I mentioned together, we are building the future of work, and that future of work is the combination of a human and digital workforce. And you're going to hear a lot about our future with Agentic AI in just a bit. None of that is possible without the richest and cleanest data set to ever exist for people and money, and that is in the Workday platform, and we are putting that power in your hands. Workday is the right platform to build the future of work. It's a journey that we've been on for over 20 years. When we started on that clean sheet of paper, we decided to build one unified platform. That platform processes people and money. One platform all customers are on, same version, updated every single week with 2 major releases a year. Today there are over 800 million business process transactions every year being processed through Workday. Hiring people, changing their jobs, promoting people, closing books. The world of work happens inside Workday, and all of that data, all of the logic that our customers decide how work gets done is at your fingertips and at your disposal. Our first step on the developer journey was giving you the power to integrate. We give you the tools to connect Workday across the enterprise. This is what brought me to Workday and how I became a Workday developer. And all of you embrace this. And today, together as a community, 1.3 billion integration events are processed on the Workday platform with integrations built by all of you. We, of course, didn't stop there. We conquered the world of analytics. With Workday Prism Analytics, we give you the tools to build custom data pipelines, blending Workday people and money data along with data in third-party systems, creating rich and unique insights for your users right inside Workday. And today, over 200 trillion rows of custom data are processed and ingested in the Workday platform every single month. Of course, we went on to extensibility. Workday Extend. How many of you have worked with Workday Extend? Raise your hands. Awesome. Together as Workday Extend developers, what we're doing is we're building custom applications that expand the footprint of the Workday platform, enabling it to do new and powerful things. And today, as a Workday developer community, you have all contributed 2,500 plus live applications running by our customers in production. Workday has been working on AI for a long time. We have a unique advantage there. You're going to hear a little bit about that. We've been empowering you with the power of AI. We brought you the Workday AI Gateway, which takes the power of our large language models and puts them directly in your hands to use in your own way. We have over 15 services live in the AI Gateway, and surprise, you're going to hear about a handful more later here in this keynote. And we introduced Workday Developer Copilot, enabling you to generate code, get recommendations, and skill up in the flow of work. And our Workday Extend developers, 50% plus productivity gains, the power of AI. And we introduced here at DevCon last year, Built on Workday, enabling our innovation partners to build, distribute, and sell their applications on the Workday platform. And today we have over 80 innovation partners, 80 applications live on the marketplace for our customers. The next wave for us as developers on the Workday platform is Agentic AI. We're going to talk a little bit about that in just a minute. We have world-class experts here to join us and tell us how we're going to be able to embrace the world of Agentic AI as Workday developers. But what this means is the power of the entire Workday platform is at your fingertips, and we can't wait to see what you do. So I'm proud to introduce the one AI-powered tool set to build the future of work. Rich, no, low, and pro code builder tools designed for all skills, shapes, and sizes of developers to build and deliver real value on the Workday platform. A developer co-pilot that's by your side alongside every stage of the developer journey. And one developer experience that is modernized and enables you to easily integrate with your DevOps workflows. All of that is built directly into the core of Workday, illuminating what you can do as developers on the Workday platform. And together, as the Workday developer community, again, we will build the future of work. But we're not just investing in our technology and our platform, we're investing in all of you. As Ryan mentioned, in the last 5 years, our developer community has grown 10x. And in just the last year, it's grown almost 2x. We've almost doubled the size of our Workday developer community since we were last here. Events like DevCon are a great example, but we are perpetually investing in connecting you together to learn and share with each other, but also give you the credentials to recognize yourself in what is a rapidly growing Workday economy. The Workday platform is open for business, not just for you to build on, but for our rich partner ecosystem to build applications and win together with us in the market. Together with our partners and our customers, we are building the Workday economy and the future of work. So, if I can leave you with one thing to embrace for the rest of this week, and as you listen and hear all of the amazing innovations and investments coming your way, just remember, it's up to us together as the Workday developer community. For those of you that have been in the ecosystem for many years like me, take the time to connect and share. There are so many new folks here in the audience and listening online that are new to developing on the Workday platform. Let's embrace that and empower them. And if you're new, this is a new world to you. You're going to be able to get your hands on our tools. Take the time to learn, take advantage of all the hands-on activity, talk to other developers, learn the art of the possible, because it is up to us to build on Workday. So, I'm proud to introduce our next speaker. So, as I mentioned, I've been here for quite a while. I'm proud to introduce somebody who's a little bit newer to the Workday developer community. This person was brought to Workday because they see the power of our platform and the power of AI and bringing it to you, the Workday developer community. So help me welcome to DevCon for the first time, Workday's Chief Technology Officer, Peter Bayless.
All right. Thank you, Jay, and thank you, DevCon. I am so excited to be here with you today and also at Workday. And I want to take just a few minutes to talk to you a little bit about why I personally joined Workday and also why I think those same reasons are so important and impactful for our developer platform. So, a little bit of background. I spent my career, and until about a decade ago, was planning on spending most of my time in a lab at Stanford writing papers, teaching students. And I realized maybe a bit late that although I love teaching and doing research, I actually love building products. And that love of building products brought me out of the lab into the world of startups, applying machine learning to accelerate data analytics, and then to Google, where we applied some of the frontier models in their infancy to huge amounts of private organizational data. So when the opportunity came to join Workday, I had to think a lot about what AI meant for work and what could mean for work. And as I thought about it, there were really three things going on that made this such an exciting time for AI and work. First, we spend a lot of time at work. More time at work than probably anything else in our waking hours. And the idea of applying all the advances we're seeing in AI and the continued evolution of models to how people do work, to make that time and energy more impactful, to make it more effective, to make it more meaningful, that's a huge opportunity. Second, organizations. What is a company? It's a bunch of people with a shared vision and a belief working together. And there's a lot of complexity that arises in an organization. Good, bad, ugly. We've all seen this in our day-to-day. And the idea that we can apply AI to make organizations more effective at collaboration, at communication, at getting work done. We have a huge opportunity now at the organization level to have a massive impact. And finally, as we think about agents, as we think about human-computer interaction, thinking hard about what the future of work really means, there's a lot of white space here, and the field is changing so quickly. We have an opportunity at Workday and as a broader community to define what work should look like in the future. And not just a year from now or 2 years from now, but now. That's such an opportunity. It's humbling. And we have the opportunity to lead here. So why Workday? Well, I'm a long-time Workday user. Spent a bunch of time onboarding, doing training, filing time off requests like many of you. But when I think about the platform we have is truly unparalleled. We have the system of record for people and for money, tons of data, clean data that can fuel AI agents. We have the business processes and the definitions for what work means, from recruiting someone to onboarding someone to paying them to running payroll and looking at our financial statements. All of those definitions are in the platform. And we have the context. Who's doing what in Workday when? What does work mean in an organization? It's in Workday. And that is the fuel for building remarkably powerful, remarkably complex, and useful AI. And we're not just doing this in a vacuum. We have an unbelievable set of customers and partners where we can build on and distribute to have global impact. And with our partners and our developers, the sky's the limit in terms of what we get to build together. So as we think about this impact now at DevCon and what this means for developers, we're bringing our AI capabilities, what we call Workday Illuminate, to our developer community. Our vision is an ecosystem where you can take the best ideas we have in applying AI to work, the best of your ideas and applying it to your work, your applications, and to Workday, and seamlessly integrate this across your applications, your organizations, and your systems where work gets done. I am so humbled to be here and about this opportunity, and I'm so excited about the future of AI at work and AI at Workday means for us, for our customers, and our developer community. Thanks for having me here. To talk a little more about what this all means, I'm going to hand it off to someone who in the first few weeks I made very fast friends with, Mr. Dean Arnold.
Good morning, DevCon. How are you doing today? Having fun? All right. I think you've heard this so many times already, but DevCon is truly my favorite event here we do at Workday. And I'm really passionate about developers because that's how I started my career. And during my time at Workday, I've had the opportunity to be a part of some of our platform features and innovation, like the Integration Cloud, the API platform, and Workday Extend. I now lead the agent system of record, and today I'm here to talk about the opportunity that AI brings and opens up for us in the ecosystem. Now, building on from what Peter said earlier, we believe that AI is going to reimagine and revolutionize how enterprises operate. With its ability to adapt, learn, and optimize processes, it's going to supercharge human creativity and innovation in the workplace. And this is how we see the value of AI being realized in the ecosystem as we build it together. So let's talk about agents in the enterprise. Agents operate mainly autonomously. In fact, that you give them goals. You don't give them tasks. They figure out a plan and they execute it. This is a lot like a self-driving car. You give it a destination, it figures out the route, it plots how you want to get there, and it just goes. Now, agents also need data. They need lots of data. And that is in the core of our application. And to make that data available to them, we need to build really deep data integration with the platform. Now, agents are also hierarchical in that one agent might have multiple skills or competencies. And these skills allow agents to have distinct behaviors and capabilities. And if you look at the roles we have in Workday today, in the platform, we have HR business partner, financial auditor, or even a frontline manager. This is where Workday will deliver our agents to support the human workforce with these roles. Now, let's look at how we're going to equip developers. With digital workforce management, we're going to accelerate agentic interactions and uptake in the ecosystem. And to do that, there are 3 critical components. The first one is the agent system of record. The agent system of record gives you one pane of glass to visualize and observe agents. We're giving you the ability to manage agent lifecycle, all the way from onboarding to offboarding. We're also giving you the ability to measure value and outcomes, not just usage, and that's important. You'll be able to track interactions, understand why decisions were made, and know that these interactions are audited and secure, ensuring that our customer data remains safe. Now, we're giving you the tools to connect agents, and today I have some really big announcements for you. And the first one of these announcements is the Agent Gateway. Now, the Agent Gateway is critical. This is where we build that deep integration to the Workday platform. And this is way beyond APIs. I'm not talking about APIs here. I'm talking about deep agent collaboration in the platform with protocols like MCP and agent-to-agent. The Agent Gateway also provides the ability to capture usage and metrics, so we can power observability and governance reporting in the platform. Now, the Agent Gateway and the Agent System of Record are going to be available in early access by Rising this year. Now, let's talk about agents. Jay mentioned the ecosystem earlier and how important that is for platform innovation. Well, I'm here to tell you that the ecosystem is just as important for agents as well. And today, I'd like to introduce to you the Workday Agent Partner Network. Together with our partners, we are building the agent ecosystem. And these partners are at the frontier of AI innovation in the enterprise. And they are fully bought in to Workday's agentic vision. With them, we're going to build first-class collaboration with agents, and all agents in the enterprise registered in the Agent System of Record. Now, for our customers to be able to discover these agents, the agent ecosystem, it needs a home. Where's it going to live? And I can't think of a better place for it to live than in Workday Marketplace. Now, in Workday Marketplace, agents by Workday and our partners will live side by side. This allows our customers to discover agents and install them from one destination. And today, you can go to Marketplace right now and discover the first wave of agents from Workday and our partners. We are building the agent ecosystem together, with Workday partners and Workday delivering agents in the Agent System of Record, the Agent Gateway providing deep integration capabilities with the platform and collaboration with agents, partners joining the Workday Agent Partner Network, and tying this all together, the agent ecosystem with its home in Marketplace. This is a generational opportunity for all of us. And it's time to create new agentic experiences using innovative technology, tooling, and platform. We are expanding the ecosystem with agents, bringing new value to our customers, and this is a moment to build something unique, something special. And the time to seize that opportunity is right now. Now, we're going to switch gears here now, and we're going to give you all a taste of what we've been cooking up on the platform side. And I cannot think of anybody better to introduce that than somebody who knows our platform tooling and technology inside out. Can you please help me give a DevCon welcome to Vanessa Blount?
Hello, everyone. It is wonderful to be here at Workday DevCon, surrounded by the talent that builds and extends the Workday platform. As Dean mentioned, I spend my days living and breathing Workday Extend. And in a few moments, you'll meet, or if you were here last year, re-meet, Jonathan Boyne, who lives and breathes Workday integrations. And together, we have the privilege of sharing what's new. So we have a couple of fun announcements and some awesome demos planned for you guys. First, we'll showcase all the ways that you can bring AI directly into your Extend apps. Then, we'll dive into unifying the Builder toolset, giving you one arsenal to accelerate the way that you build. First, you've been asking for generative AI capabilities to do things like create job descriptions, goal creation, and feedback. Which is why I'm happy to announce AI Widgets for Workday Extend professional customers. AI Widgets allows you to bring the power of generative AI directly into your Extend apps to create and refine content across various HR and finance use cases. And what's best is anybody can do this. This is just a couple of lines of code. But first, let's see what this looks like for a user in a Create Work Event app. All right, so this user, they're not a marketer or a writer by trade, so they just go ahead and put in the description. But with AI widgets, they're able to quickly refine and add a little fun to their description. Now, for you as the developer, in App Builder, using either Code Mode or Page Builder, you can inject this right into your rich text widgets. Once again, this is just a couple of lines of code to create that custom prompt to power your app. I like to think of this as a dev hero feature. Low effort for you as the builder, high reward for your key stakeholders. All right, so AI widgets will be available soon for Workday Extend professional customers. But any of you can take these for a spin, here in the hands-on lab, and of course, at the hackathon tomorrow. All right, so if you've been to DevCon before, you know it is basically tradition at this point to announce the latest wave of AI Gateway APIs. And this year is no different. AI Gateway is purpose-built to infuse the power of AI directly into your apps. And in this latest batch, we're giving your users the ability to ask natural language questions against custom reports, as well as add conversational refinement of WQL. And I think my favorite are the new Doc Intelligence APIs. The first one is a document classifier, which, you guessed it, you guys, it classifies documents. The next one is a document parser. For any document uploaded, you can extract up to 20 predefined fields. These APIs will be available at the hackathon tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the hackers build with these. All right, so Jay shared our focus and vision for a unified builder toolset. And here is where I get to show you the beginnings, where it's real for you today. First, we're bringing Prism to dev tenants. Prism has been in the Workday platform for nearly a decade, fueling analytics and apps with data from any source. And now you'll be able to iterate and validate your complex data processes faster and earlier in your development process, unlocking enhanced reporting. And what's best? This is available today to all Workday Extend customers. Swing by the Prism booth on the DevHub floor to get yourself signed up. All right, you guys, get ready for this next one. So we all know that some of you use things like Jenkins or GitHub, maybe Azure, to manage and automate your build processes in your organizations, which is why I'm excited to share something you've been asking for. And asking for. And I very much appreciate the personal tag. The ability to connect to your organization's DevOps workflows. Meet the Workday Developer CLI. Now you can automate your Workday platform dev tasks and integrate directly with your organization's DevOps workflows. We're going to take a look at a demo of just one of many use cases that you can use the CLI for. We'll start in App Builder. We'll make a change to our code. Then, using the CLI, we're going to commit our code to our version control system, which in this case is going to be GitHub. Then, using GitHub action steps, we'll push our code back down to AppHub and automatically trigger a build. You guys ready? See this in action. All right, so we're in App Builder, and using the local disk sync functionality, we're able to automatically sync our code from App Builder to our local disk. Then we're going to go to the CLI, and we're going to commit our code using the CLI to push it to GitHub. Once we see our code in GitHub, we can now use their action steps, if we wanted to again push that code back down to AppHub and trigger a build, streamlining your dev process across the entire Workday platform and your organization's chosen DevOps workflows. All right, guys, and this will be available for all Workday builders. Little excitement? Thank you. We know our professional customers require the most enhanced tooling in Extend, though, so they will have the ability for that automatic sync with local disk sync. All right, so we talked CLI, which is awesome. We hit on the benefit of Prism in our dev tenants. Now it's time to talk about Developer Copilot. I have 3 exciting new updates for you guys. And if you're familiar with Copilot for Extend, you know that it allows you to create pages and ask questions directly within the dev site. And we're making it even better. Every true builder has to know about WQL, right? Well, Copilot is no different. Using Developer Copilot, you can now generate WQL directly in the dev site. And then, using a brand new component, save that WQL directly in your app for easy reference. No longer going back and forth between your tenant and the dev site. You can stay in the flow of coding with Copilot. Thank you. Yeah, you can clap. This is exciting. But that is not the only trick Copilot has. So, app development begins with ideation. And when you're designing your app or your integration, you have to figure out which API you can use, or if that API exists. And how do you know which is the best API to use? Well, Developer Copilot for API knows. Let's see an example. All right, so we're starting in a simple chat interface. I'm able to ask Copilot for API if there's a change job API. It's going to search across Graph, REST, and SOAP, all Workday APIs, to recommend which is the best to use and any APIs that could possibly do the task I'm looking for. And that recommendation will be based on if I'm building an app or an integration. But that's not all Copilot has. This next one, though, I'm going to bring out the master of integrations himself to do the honors, Jonathan Boyne.
Welcome, DevCon. It's great to be back here again as the master of integrations who is like the bread and butter of integrations. I can't remember. I was upgraded. Look, it's fantastic to see that the community has evolved and that we now have 2x the developer community this year. You are building serious stuff. I've seen some of it. It's fantastic. This next AI feature that I'm going to show is going to unlock a whole new level of productivity for everybody. I'm so excited to get into this. Please, I want to introduce Copilot for Orchestrate. Yeah, come on. Copilot for Orchestrate is going to use your domain knowledge and your expertise of Workday to partner with you every step of the way, fast-tracking your development. So we're going to get straight into it, and let's look at how Copilot might help you. Copilot sits right here in Orchestration Builder. You can go ahead and prompt it with the details of your use case. In your prompt, you can even attach documents with context, such as data mapping requirements, open API specifications, information that helps Copilot generate what you're looking for, and let it do its thing. In moments, entire orchestration flows are generated with key steps, configurations, and even logging information relevant for your workflow. Copilot is trained on Workday best practices and integration patterns, so it knows how to connect Workday's data with external systems. It even generates create text template expression logic right here. And because you're in charge as the developer, right, you're in control. You can decide whether to accept Copilot's suggestions, iterate them, or start again, right? So, that's the job done, right, as a developer? Well, not quite. Who loves writing documentation here? Great, nobody. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's see, could Copilot help us right here? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to prompt Copilot with a simple question. Can you summarize my orchestration, please? Again, it's doing its thing. It's whirling through. It's spitting out all that information, which is contextual and that has step-by-step information about your orchestration. And what's more, you can copy that right out of a modal here and pop it straight into your documentation, your project documentation, or you can send it off over Slack or email for a stakeholder review. And off you go in your merry way. You now have a technical writing tool right here in Copilot. Copilot is going to be with you every step of the way, from creation, which we've just seen, to modification, which you'll see at the product innovation session, and also understanding. So you've seen a lot of AI tools from Vanessa to myself. You're probably thinking, when are we getting our hands on this? We're amped up to give you this AI technology. It's going to fast track you. It's going to accelerate you. It's going to upskill you. Copilot for Extend and the features you just seen from Vanessa are coming to you in R2 this year. And then stay tuned at Rising for more information about Copilot for APIs and Copilot for Orchestrate. So we've only scratched the surface. Let's get into it. As you know, Orchestrate connects Workday and your enterprise. It links everything from Extend applications, cards, Workday business processes, Workday APIs, external APIs, AI services, the AI gateway. So you can build, integrate, and automate all across the Workday platform. And in the last year, we now have over 1,300 customers onboarded onto Orchestrate, generating 353 million orchestrations across all manner of use cases. And we want to make it even easier for you to build these workflows. So I'm thrilled to walk you through some of the upcoming innovations within Orchestrate. First off, we've heard you. We know you're losing a lot of time and coffee troubleshooting your workflows. I have the feedback right here, but I'm not tagged like Vanessa. So that's why we're giving you the experience that you've always wanted. With visual step-by-step debugging, you can instantly replay your orchestrations. You can iterate your orchestrations on the fly, so you're not just going to be finding bugs. You're going to be fast-tracking. Yeah, keep going. You're going to be fast-tracking your entire development lifecycle. So think about that time and coffee you're going to save, or the new hobbies that you might take up. Debugger is going to be available in the hands-on labs, and I can't wait to get your feedback on it. Next, so we're also expanding the workflow capabilities so that you can bring to reality the innovation that we know you want to build on the Workday platform, and that's going to deliver serious value for your organization. So we know external systems, they sometimes don't respond or behave how we'd like them to be. And it can be painful to code for those long-running processes that live outside of Workday. And now, with a single checkbox, you can enable API polling, which is going to give you effortless monitoring of those long-running processes. Orchestrate is going to take care of it for you, so you don't have to do it. And what's more, we're also introducing the integration triggers component, which will give you the ability to chain and launch your other integrations that you built, whether they're connectors, studios, or even other orchestrations. You can chain and launch them from a single orchestration process and package up all that logic within that single orchestration. That is going to accelerate the workflows you can build and really make you look like heroes. Next, we know scale and reliability are table stakes for enterprise integrations. And we've heard some feedback on this too. So we are introducing runtime capabilities that's going to give you more of that much desired time that you've all been looking for. And also concurrency across your API calling, across your data processing, that's really going to speed up your workloads. But it's also, more importantly, it's going to give you the peace of mind that Orchestrate is going to handle your data volumes when you critically need it most. With more capabilities to build workflows across Workday, we're fundamentally changing how you're going to build. With Copilot coming into Orchestrate, you'll never look at it the same again. It's going to be a game changer. If you think of where we come from the early days of code IDEs, we've come really far. With low-code orchestration builder already accelerating your development and all those new features that are going to come to you now. And then with Copilot coming in, you're going to be unstoppable when you're working with Orchestrate. Now, I'm going to shift it up a little bit. I'm going to change it. We're delighted to have you on the journey with us. And what I want to do now is bring someone on who's going to share their journey, specifically their integration journey. I'm delighted to bring on one of Orchestrate's first customers. He's going to share personally what they've done with Orchestrate and how they've built some amazing applications with Orchestrate and the rest of our technology. So please, and I want to raise the roof here, a big welcome from Seth from Lowe's.
Thanks, Jonathan. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Seth Everett, and I'm from Lowe's, and I'm a lead software engineer. I suspect most of you probably know about Lowe's. You know, we're in every neighborhood, all 50 states. Because we're one of the largest home improvement retailers in the world, and we have some unique challenges because of our size. We already use the Workday HCM products for employee data, talent recruiting, learning, and U.S. payroll. And because of our size and scale, we run into some unique challenges within HR, specifically within that talent and recruiting space. And that's where Workday Extend and integrations really come in to help us. They help us run everything just the way we need to from those different areas. Now, Lowe's was fortunate enough to be part of the early adopter program for Workday Orchestrate for the past 18 months. And we've just, it's been a new tool that we can just enjoy. And over those past 18 months, we were successfully able to launch 14 apps powered by Workday Orchestrate to our production environment. Now, some of those apps include the job posting app, which takes an internal job requisition, flipping it to an external job requisition, going through some complex processes that our HR does, and that's using a business process pattern. The second app would be a payroll reporting code app. That's using kind of like an external reference ID for some of our tax filing for the U.S. payroll. Again, that's using a business process pattern with Workday Orchestrate. And finally, a drug screening look-back app, which streamlines some of our drug screens for candidates going through our recruiting processes. That one's using a scheduled batch pattern using Orchestrate. But there's so many more apps that I couldn't cover today. Together with all those apps in our tenant, we've been able to successfully run 675,000 orchestration events in our tenant. Now, think about that. That's over 500,000 orchestration events sending data between our systems in our tenant, boomerangs downstream to other systems at Lowe's. A significant data flow. In some cases, the efficiency has been remarkable with some of our integrations. We've seen a 60% reduction in development time from initial projections with other processes and integrations you might have built. And that allows us to quickly deploy and get the processes in the hands of our business, to get that testing and feedback so we can iterate through that. But let me back up a little bit. Let me slow down and give you a little bit of the history of Lowe's. I'm actually celebrating my 20-year anniversary at Lowe's this week on Friday. Thanks. I still can't believe they let me work when I was 10 years old. It's just, it's kind of crazy. But when I was 10 years old back in the day, we were using a more mainframe large systems processing with some heavy batch scheduling. And that was mainly where the focus to get through that volume. Now there's a growing interest in more real-time patterns like those business process patterns I talked about, moving away from that batch. Workday Orchestrate, it's given us a new tool for our toolbox, so that we can look at those different types of patterns and how we can automate and even who can build. Now, the batch is not gone. It's certainly there. We still have to run through that volume, but it's allowed us to kind of build and think differently on how we do those integrations. Now, with all these apps, all these great things I've talked about, they wouldn't be possible without a great team behind them, so I want to do a quick shout out to my team back at Lowe's. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Thanks. So going forward, there's 4 key reasons that Lowe's will continue to use Workday Orchestrate. And the first one is anyone can build now. With that visual editor, well, all these great tools that Jonathan just showed you, anyone can build. It's not just traditional developers, which I think is great. You can quickly deploy the integrations and get feedback from your business right away, iterating through that process. The business changes constantly, so keeping up with that change, quickly releasing those processes out, and then also getting that feedback. And finally, let's face it, bugs are going to happen, so getting through that maintenance and seeing that visual editor, it just helps that process overall. Well, from one developer to another, we don't think of Workday Orchestrate as just another tool. It's helped us to think about our processes and go through some of our most complex integration hurdles. It's becoming our go-to solution for integrations, and I hope that all other developers can think about it like here. But I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks for listening to me. Catch me on a brain date or my session tomorrow with my colleague at 11 a.m. Or on the showroom floor. But thank you, everybody, for your time.
Please welcome back Ryan Basilio.
Okay, great stuff. You guys tired of me yet? Well, too bad. Sorry. Thank you to Seth. That was really fun to hear his story and perspective. Sounds like he did it right in less time, and it started with Orchestrate. So really, really fun to see that. And also, what about that demo for Developer Copilot? That was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll take another round of applause. I didn't do it, but that's fine. The ability to generate entire orchestrations, almost instantaneous documentation, and the ability to navigate and traverse thousands of Workday APIs. That's going to change the way you do your work and let you focus on what really matters. And what matters next is where Workday's headed with Agentic AI. It's going to fundamentally change the way we view technology, requiring new skills and new builders. Next up, we have 2 leaders going to join us on the stage who know this platform business really, really well. They're going to share their perspectives and what's to look out for in the next coming months. You heard us say on this stage, the time to build is now. Well, let's hear from some of our partners doing just that today. So let's welcome Jennifer and Mark.
Sir? Check this out. Wow. This is... Okay, so Jen, this is like my first DevCon. Are they all like this? Seriously, this is amazing.
No, Mark, absolutely not. They are not all like this, but I couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you today on your first DevCon.
Yeah, likewise.
My first DevCon actually happened back in 2021, and that was in the middle of the pandemic. We were all home, joining virtually from our home offices, and we had Dave Sohegan delivering our first keynote from his home office in Portland, and Eric Chung, our great customer from Sun Life, talking about the power of the platform. It was just a completely different time back then.
Man.
And now we're in incredible times again with AI, right? It's becoming so revolutionary, and we're seeing developers build things we only dreamed of just a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was like a year ago. We birthed or launched, I should say, Built on Workday here at DevCon. I think, was it like last June, we signed our first Built on Workday partner. I think as we sit here today, or stand here today, or anywhere in between, I think we have 88 of them right now with apps out in the marketplace. And that's all because you guys opened up the platform for partners to work. But that followed a lot of other work in kind of like Workday's platform journey, I guess. And you've been a big part of that, right?
I have been. I've been passionate about technology my whole life. I started off actually as a Java developer back in the early 2000s, not dating myself or anything, but building out Java applications in the early 2000s. And it's just continuously fascinating to me how far technology has come. And over the past 10 years, I've been with Workday, and I've seen this platform evolve. I still remember, honestly, that pivotal moment when we decided to open up the platform to external developers. It was a big moment for us, and it was right around the 2018 timeframe.
Okay.
And we were still trying to figure out, how is this all going to work? How is the application lifecycle going to work? Model components did not exist, just a concept, and Orchestrate as well. They were just concepts at the time. So it's honestly been an incredible journey, and leading our teams to build out what exists today on the Extend platform has been one of the highlights of my career. It's been amazing.
That's super
I
cool.
love that it's this force multiplier now, not just for our customers, but also for our partners.
Yeah.
And, it's a platform for them to also build with us and innovate with us. So, and I know you're not new to partners and ecosystems, right? You've been in this business for a long time. And we had a big announcement last year right here at DevCon called Built on Workday.
Absolutely.
So what's been going on since then? How has the ecosystem evolved?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of progress. One, taking kind of a step back, we're blessed to have like over 500 technology partners we work with across the board. And depending upon, kind of what they're doing, kind of like what businesses, what industries they serve, there's all sorts of ways that they work with us. I mean, if you're like in the benefits space, we have APIs and a whole program built out called Workday Wellness. For payroll, earned wage access, there's Global Payroll Connect. And of course, there's our Connect program just for integrating into Workday. But with Built on Workday, like what's really unique about that, of course, is you're not just integrating into, you're like building on Workday. So like if you know Extend, you kind of know Built on Workday. That's basically, kind of like, what it affords us the opportunity to do with these partners. And they're building some amazing applications.
That's honestly amazing. And it's really fundamentally different than what we've ever been done before.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, it's like we're a year into this. It's like super new. And it's fun because I like to see my own background at Salesforce, I had a chance to kind of, play a role in helping build out like App Exchange and that ecosystem. Yeah. And I see a great opportunity to do that here within the HR financial space where Workday is the leader.
Yeah, and what's great now is, we build with our partners, we distribute with our partners, and we sell alongside our partners via our marketplace.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. So for our partner developers, they're all listening out there, how do they get started? If they're looking to build with us, what areas are best for them to start?
So I'm so glad you asked, because like that's the question we get more than anything else. It's like, where should I build? And one of the things I think was really, kind of thoughtful on Workday's part, was not only a year ago launching Built on Workday, but simultaneous to that, with the product organization, you guys playing a leadership role in this, sitting down very carefully and plotting out, what does Workday want to build and own? And what can we not build and own? We just don't have the resources. Sometimes we don't have the knowledge or the expertise. And so what we did is effectively, like in a more prosaic sense, went through kind of what I call a solution mapping exercise as a product manager. What we did is of course, as marketers, we branded it as something called Clear Skies. So this Clear Skies initiative, what it does is it sets and defines very clear innovation zones for Workday, but then also for you, all of our developers and all of our partners. There are areas of kind of like, functionality that for core HR financials, Workday's going to already have built or are on our roadmap somewhere in our backlog. But there are whole other areas of capability and functionality that we will never get to. We don't have the expertise, we don't have the capacity, whatever it might be. And not only we like know that, we actually know it to the extent that we're saying, hey, partners, we want to work with you very tightly to help build that together to jointly solve key customer needs.
Yeah, that's right. And there's so many areas and possibilities for innovation, so many areas adjacent to both our core financials and core HCM products that we're looking for our partners to build. And the great thing about the platform is we've got 70 million users, 60% of the Fortune 500, right, leveraging the Workday platform. And the end users can't tell whether it's built by Workday, built by customers, or built by partners. It's all built natively within the Workday platform, which is amazing. So there's a massive scope for innovation for our partners, and it really is the best time to be a Workday partner right now.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And, and I think, you can look at it, certainly the way I think about this and a lot of the conversations that I have with partners and their developers is, on the one hand, and this is, I think, something that we all take the most amount of pride in, is like, we're in this to basically help solve problems for our customers. Like, that satisfies us. But at the same time, we're building businesses around that. And as we basically have opened up the platform, especially through Built on Workday, where you're, with your expertise building what is inherently a native Workday application, you're not only solving customer problems, but in doing so, together with our partners, we're basically fueling what we like to refer to as the Workday economy. So again, just to kind of like benchmark this against, a year ago, we launched Built on Workday here at DevCon. At this point, a year later, we've got, 88 partners signed up. We've got over 70 published applications right now that are on the marketplace that are built on Workday applications. Over 180 that are still in development that are part of that backlog. And it just continues to accelerate. We'll have over 300 published built on Workday applications to the marketplace when we get to the end of this fiscal year, which is January 31st.
That's astronomical growth in just 1 year.
Now, so what I'm really keen to get from you, if you don't mind, because in your role, you talk to customers, CIOs, the whole C team at our customers, day in, day out.
Right.
And for a lot of Workday's history, that's been talking to those customers and CIOs about Workday.
Right.
But now it is kind of a Workday partner conversation. When you're talking to those CIOs and our customers about Workday and its partners, what's their point of view on why? Why should I work with a Workday partner? Why should I look at a built on Workday application? What's their point of view that they have on that?
Well, I'll tell you that CIOs are loving that we're more open and connected than we've ever been before. They really see the value in the extensibility of this platform, and it's solving their core needs of two things: consolidation and innovation. And the marketplace solves both.
Okay.
The partners are building with us. They distribute it via the marketplace, and they can go look at the marketplace and see what's out there for them to both consolidate applications and innovate. And so these applications are offering specialized innovation for specific problems. And fewer systems for them to manage means less complexity, right? Reduced support costs, and it really lowers their total cost of ownership. It really is a game changer.
Okay.
So, yeah, they love it, honestly. CIOs love it, and they're asking, what's available? How can we build? How can we buy? Do we build or do we buy? You can actually do both.
Okay.
They actually are meant to coexist.
Yeah.
So I want to dive a little bit deeper now. We talked about the what Built on Workday is. We talked about the point of view of CIOs.
Okay.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into the how.
The how.
How does this make it all possible? How do partner developers build on the platform?
Yeah, let's do that. So, at the most simple level, we could ask the audience that question. Here's what. So, anybody here know Extend? Okay, all right. So that's kind of really what you need to know. If you can build an Extend application, congratulations, you can build a Built on Workday application. Built on Workday is not only a partner program, but it benefits from Extend, Orchestrate, these kind of foundational platform capabilities you're already familiar with. It combines that with the application deployment framework so that with Built on Workday, what you can do as a developer is you can basically build that Built on Workday application once. You can then manage it centrally. And then what it allows you to do is basically deploy that application not just to one tenant for one customer, but to N number, many customers out there. So build once, manage centrally, deploy N number of times. And I say deploy because we're here amongst largely a developer audience. But for anybody out there that likes to make money, let's talk about the selling piece of this for a moment. Those applications actually are marketed on and then sold through the Workday marketplace. So that's selling to many as well. So that's a big part of how it all comes together. And the other thing I want to take a step back here, and I think it's important to be mindful of as well. We heard a little bit mention of this earlier this morning, and I think it bears repeating, which is, and I reflect on this from my own experience the last 8 years doing AI. Workday is very, very fortunate to have a wealth of kind of capabilities in its platform. But a platform is more than just services, API endpoints, and the like. A really powerful platform to build business applications upon is predicated on a really robust data model. And if you look at basically the highly normalized data model that Workday provides, that characterizes for the top businesses in the world, there's over 11,000 customers we got doing this. We manage all their people, all their money. And while algorithms are super exciting, I will confess, they're not worth a lot without really high quality data. And Workday is very fortunate to be able to provide that high quality data. So and we've got partners that are doing this, Auditoria, Compo, Workato, others that are actually benefiting from the robustness of this platform, that data set to do amazing things with AI.
That's right. I mean, data, we're sitting on a gold mine of data with our 11,000 customers, 70 million users, all on our single version service, right? So we've got this gold mine of data that now is going to fuel the future of the innovation that we're going to see with AI. And I'm so excited to see what's going to be built. So can we talk a little bit about what's been built so far? Like, give us some examples of what our partners have built
No,
today.
totally. And I'm glad you asked, because like, I mean, I think, I don't know, like sometimes when I think about applications out there, like it's always fun to build an app. Sometimes some applications are more like science projects, others are like actually like solve meaningful problems. The good news is, like to date, with those 88 app or 70 plus apps that are already published to the marketplace for built on Workday, they're like real apps solving like real meaningful problems. Like these are just some examples right here. So you might have like Virtual Resource is one of our partners. They built a really cool application based on generative AI to help basically users better, more thoughtfully set their objectives and performance goals. We have, to complement certain kind of functional gaps maybe for certain industries, we've got another partner, Maxa Group, that built a really, really powerful application to support drop shipping capabilities. Or for anybody out there that's ever been a part of a services business, and if you've ever hung out with the finance guys in your services business, they're usually loath to actually pay any of their vendors until they, in turn, have been paid for the services they've rendered to your own clients. And so we've got Advisors. This is another partner that's built a really cool application called Pay When Paid that, again, complements core Workday functionality delivered in a native Workday experience. So from the end user, the customer standpoint, it's just all Workday. The other thing, too, that I want to add here, because this is, again, back to my comment about, like, is it a science project or is it real? The apps are real. They solve real problems. I think the most gratifying thing about all this is, well, really, for us at Workday, and then certainly kind of, for our partners and jointly together, is that these apps are being used by real customers. Like, we've got, like, well over 100 using built on Workday applications here. We are a year later after launching it. We've got, this is just a small sampling, whether it's University of Maryland, Hitachi, AAA, you name it. They're getting really, kind of significant value out of these partners' applications that are all built because you guys made this platform available to us through the Built on Workday offering. And so it's a ton of fun. And while we're a year into this, it's not too late. Like, if you want to do this, like, we invite you, please go ahead and build a Built on Workday application. And I think we got some pretty cool stuff in store. Like, we're here at DevCon today, but like, we're already thinking about Rising. We got a whole road to that. And I think there's some pretty cool stuff we have planned for our Built on Workday partners, right?
We do, yes. We are excited to announce that we are inviting all of our Built on Workday partners and part of the Built on Workday program to a new challenge that we are calling PitchFest Live 2025. So this is our partner developers' opportunity to build out applications that directly address our emerging enterprise customer needs. So you can earn your chance to showcase your solution and your application on stage at the Emerging Experience at Rising this year.
Super cool.
So this is really putting our Clear Sky strategy into action. Excellent. Right? Like, go figure out what to build, join the PitchFest Live, and then we'll see if you can join us on stage at Rising. So stay tuned for more details coming out to everyone around next week.
All right, that's excellent. So, Jen, this has been just awesome being up here with you. I have a chance to share some of the goodness the partners have done. So if you're building with us, thank you.
Yes.
And if you're not, we invite you both. Come build with us. All right?
Please welcome Head of Developer Relations, Nick Moores.
You guys. So no joke, I literally beat Majora's Mask for the first time. Anybody beat that game out here? Play that game? I just beat that a few days ago, so keynote people, thank you so much. That made my heart so happy hearing that. True story. So, we have the slide. Guys, some of you might know me. My name's Nick. I've been part of this community since 2015. I joined fresh, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed as an integration consultant for a partner. I had just gotten married, moved across the country, and I remember thinking to myself, what the heck is Workday? And what is an integration consultant anyway? Well, the good news is, you'll be happy to hear, I figured it out. And that is in no small part due to this amazing call that would happen every Friday. Some of you were probably on it, called the Integrations Knowledge Sharing Session. The KSS, right? For an hour a week, every week, we had these amazing Workday legends like Ryan Basilio, Joe Lee, Jeff Haynes, Guy Langton, Samba, I'm sure you're out there somewhere, buddy. What's up? But you had these amazing folks beaming onto your laptop, and for just an hour a week, we weren't just cranking away on an integration by ourselves, right? There were hundreds and hundreds of people like me, all there together. And they really did a great job of making us feel a part of it. I felt connected to them. I bet you did too. You could tell they were connected to each other. They were having so much fun. And so I am honored that I was eventually able to join that team, to host that call for several years, and then to join developer relations just as we were kicking off our very first DevCon. So you can say I've had a front row seat these past few years to an incredible transformation where this group of scrappy integration consultants, IT admins, and other techie Workday people figuring things out has blossomed into what we proudly call ourselves today, Workday developers. And that transformation is just the beginning of our story. We're one community now. Folks, we have our own conference. We have our own developer site. We have our own developer forum. And we have one mission: to make things better for people, to fix things, to find the problems, find the puzzles, and solve them, right? To make a better, more integrated, more extended, more powerful Workday for millions of people around the globe. We have one banner now. We are Workday developers. Can you guys say that with me? We are Workday developers. Heck yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, we are. So, hey, our developer community is growing at an impressive rate, but I actually don't think that's what you should focus on right now, because I don't think that's why you're here. Yes, it's really cool, but you plant your flag here because it is the best place to learn, the best place to grow your career, and the best place to bring your ideas to market. And we're just getting started. I'm proud to share with you 3 developments that I think prove that this is where you want to be. This is where you build your skills and you get certified. This is where you build the community of developers helping developers. And this is where you can become a recognized leader in this community. So, quick brag time. We have over 35 developer tutorials. Over 18,000 times they've been taken in the last year. A star rating of over 4.7 out of 5. So huge shout out to our instructional design team, to CJ, to the amazing folks from Workday Education that make this happen. Thank you. Hell yeah. But this isn't just a place to learn anymore. It's a place to get certified, to have your skills officially validated. This is that strategic shift again. Remember, we're all Workday developers, partners, customers alike. You all get the same pro certification now, right? Because you have the same skills. So you get the same recognition, the same credential, the same standards, the whole thing. And for the first time ever, you could get that pro certification right here at DevCon. And I am so thrilled to say that just yesterday, we welcomed over 150 newly certified Workday pros. Congratulations. You should be incredibly proud. I'm proud of you. It's true. It's true. Congrats, folks. So, hey, we have our very own space for developers by developers. We call it the Developer Forum. And there, the top contributors are delivering huge value. And I bet you know them by name. They're the ones answering your questions, the ones sharing sample code, the ones getting you unstuck, teaching new developers, raising up the next generation of Workday devs. And it's not just Workday helping developers. It's developers helping developers. I mean, look at those stats. We can't do that by ourselves at Workday. There's over 17,000 posts in the last year, over 1,000 questions solved, and a response time of under 1 hour. I am so proud of that. And you know who's making that happen? Well, check the leaderboard. So Srinivas, Chris, Clint, Yuvaruju, Subhadra, could you guys stand up? I am so thrilled that you guys are here. You have helped every single one here ramp on Workday Dev. We are so proud of you, so thankful. Your contribution absolutely does not go unnoticed, and I am thrilled to say that we are launching a brand new Outstanding Contributor Award for folks just like you to say thank you. We get recognition for you. From DevRel, you'll get an exclusive badge, an exclusive swag package sent directly to you, our treat, our way of saying thank you. You're eligible once per year. Everyone gets their time to shine. So this is your invitation to jump in right now. The community needs you. So let's talk badging. I actually didn't just beat Majora's Mask, but I painstakingly 100%ed it. I'm a bit of a trophy hunter. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm a bit of a trophy hunter, and I bet some of you are too, right? You want to get that achievement. You want to climb the ranks. You want to get to those next levels. And we hear you. We get it. We're just like you. So we are introducing new badges to reward you for those incredible achievements. And that starts today. Everyone attending here, both in person and online, has a brand new, shiny DevCon badge on the forum. And that's not all. There are so many other achievements in play. So for those of you hacking tomorrow night, for those of you who are finalists, and yes, for those of you who are winners, you get exclusive badges to celebrate your achievements, but you got to be on the dev forum to do it. So hit up the IRL lounge right after this. The team will get you set up. We can't wait to see you there. Finally, let's talk DevStars. We launched this program in 2022, and we're up to 10 incredible individuals. I've always thought of them as our very own Fellowship of the Ring, except, well, you know, there's 9 in the Fellowship, just like the 9 Nazgul, the 9 rings for Race of Men, all that. I get it. I actually got my wife's phone number by nerding out over Lord of the Rings. That is a true story. So just imagine one of them is Faramir or Eowyn or something. Bear with me. Just know that I know. So I haven't announced any new DevStars today. But there's actually a really cool reason for that. Because we are doubling down on this program and reimagining what it can mean to be a DevStar and to have such great impact in this community. This program is being reborn as the Workday Developer MVP program. Every year, we will select up to 20 developers to become the face of developer relations. You become an extension of my team. You get a direct feedback loop with Workday, and so much more. So if that sounds like you, if you are ready to take things to the next level, to take your career to the next level, if you are ready to be an influencer and an evangelist and an advocate for Workday developers everywhere, let's talk. Applications are open right now on the developer forum. So hey, 10 years ago, we were all integration consultants, admins, and techie Workday people figuring things out. But today, we are Workday developers, certified, connected, and building the future together. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome my good friend to the stage, a Workday developer who is living proof of what it means to be part of this incredible community, Mr. Brandon Fahey, Extend Developer Extraordinaire. What's up, buddy?
Thanks for having me. I thought there was going to be flames shooting out everywhere as I entered.
Yeah, next year.
Next year, all right.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me every time.
I think you've told me before you demand pomp and circumstance.
Yes, it's in my rider. We all know that.
Rider. Yeah, your people talk to my people. We'll figure it out.
Exactly.
So, hey, Brandon, for those that don't know you, can you start by introducing yourself, please?
I am Brandon Fahey, and I am a mad scientist.
Okay.
No, that's for a different meeting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Victor Frankenstein, a Gemini, by the way.
Oh, nice.
I am Brandon Fahey. I am a solutioner. I am an architect. I am a visionary. I am a dude.
A dude. Okay. So solutionary, visionary? I don't know. I love that.
Solutioner, visionary.
Portmanteaus out the wazoo right there. Can you paint us a picture? What does that really mean? If folks run into you, what does that mean?
I take things in people's heads, ideas, and put them into reality. I make the possible impossible, or the impossible possible. So wherever it falls in that matrix, that's where we're at, baby.
A little column A, a little column B.
And if we're in Vegas, it's just build, baby.
Just build, baby. I love it. That should be our slogan next year.
It is. Copyrighted.
Copyrighted. Again, my people will talk to your people.
Yep.
So Brandon, you have been building with Workday for several years now. Please tell us, what makes you really good at what you do?
So, Nick, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
Just like a pair of jorts or jean shorts, there is nothing sexy about enterprise application development. But what keeps me bringing back is Workday Extend allows me to be a sculptor, a molder. I can build things, just like somebody with clay on a wheel being able to build their vision. Workday Extend allows me to build a vision that I get from our requesters. Look, a lot of times we're somebody's last resort, Help me, Obi-Wan Brandon. You're my only hope. And what we have to do is we have to have an arsenal, a fanny pack full of skills, tools, and solutions.
A fanny pack,
a fanny pack.
All right. Copyright.
Yep, copyrighted.
Yeah.
And what that allows us to do, and we take the technology out of it, right? We take what they want, what we can do, and then we say, we'll blow your expectations. Don't worry about it.
That's amazing. I mean,
I'll give you an example.
I was just going to ask, my friend.
There you go. So a lot of times when I said we're a last resort, right? You have a system that is being deprecated or a timeline that's coming up. And you know what? We don't have time to procure. We don't have a budget to procure. What can you do? And that's where I come in. That's where the team comes in. And we take those ideas, whether they're fast or not, and build. Well, we had a solution that was, the contract was gone in a month. And, we didn't use Workday time tracking, so they used a system to do overtime, and we were tasked within about a month to build a solution that they can ingest time in translated form, because it was for South American country, and be able to build that end-to-end process before that system deprecated. So we took Workday Extend, we took the models of what we had built before, and we rapidly developed it, right? So that's one of the times where we had to be very agile and jump in there.
So it sounds like you were able to take the past experiences, redeploy that knowledge into newer and newer circumstances, and kind of weave some magic for people.
Yeah, like we loaded it from our save. Hey, you like that Zelda reference?
I do, yeah.
And we were able to take that and build out rapidly and expand on what we had before.
Wow. So, Brandon, you've got some mad skills, as they say.
They do.
You could work anywhere in tech.
Skills that ill.
Ooh.
There you go.
Is that still cool?
No.
You'll find out after this. You could work anywhere in tech, Brandon. So why do you keep coming back? Why do you keep coming back to work with Workday technology?
Yeah, it's the NIL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why else?
Because you listen to us, you listen to me, you invite me to these kind of things. But more so, I feel like I'm putting my investment, my time, my energy into something that's not going away, that's being expanded exponentially. When we first started, or when I first started, our DevCon was at Hayes Mansion. I remember one thing. It was called a session by Clint. It was called That Spreadsheet.
That Spreadsheet.
Everybody had that spreadsheet, right?
Everyone still has some spreadsheet.
So now I owe money to Clint for that line. But the idea, it just showed me how many things we could do with Workday Extend and with the product that I didn't know about. So why do I keep coming back? It's because you keep challenging me. You keep putting in things in front of me, like finally be able to generate WQL from Copilot that makes me want to keep doing it.
I saw how jazzed you were.
I did a little dance back there.
That made my heart so happy.
I got yelled by the staff, but that's okay.
Yeah, and we got handlers for that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I hear you. We want to keep putting those challenges out there. We know, I say the word puzzle for a reason. There's always another puzzle to solve. Otherwise, my brain gets bored. And boy, you never run out of problems to solve, puzzles to solve. There's always another spreadsheet.
There is.
Yeah.
Don't use spreadsheets.
Oh, it's okay. So, Brandon, did you know, fun fact, there's over 75% of our audience, this is their absolute first time at DevCon. Our community has doubled in the last year. So there's a lot of folks that are new to the fold. So what would you want them to know about what's possible here?
Well, first, I want them to go find Joe Lee and bother him because he told me he didn't have any friends.
Yeah,
so Joe, if you're out there. The second is be inquisitive, man. I'm an introvert, and I like sitting in my office in my house. But DevCon's
fancy chair between
between water these plants. But what I love about DevCon and what I encourage all of you to do, whether you're new or old, is just start asking questions, right?
Yeah.
Start talking to people. Bother somebody, just not me. And just really stay engaged. There's no wrong answers to right questions. And have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, just to paint a picture, Brandon, I remember us sitting down and having breakfast at Hayes Mansion 2022, talking like address validation or something.
Yeah, finally that got to work 3 years later, but we'll not get into that.
Got there in the end.
Yeah.
But hey, man, like those connections are so real. I mean, that's like a true story. We were just sitting down having breakfast, talking about like regular expressions. Ooh, fun. And years later, like I still count you as a friend. Am I your friend too?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
We got that on
one
the
time a year.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Brandon, we're about at time here, but I just wanted to say thank you for being here with me. Folks, the Workday developer community is growing, it's thriving, and it needs you to be a part of it. So just like Brandon said, after this, I want you to go out, make connections with new people. You will never know just how amazing those connections and those solutions will prove to be because of them. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day.
Please welcome back Ryan Basilio.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. I just got word backstage that DevCon branded jorts are now going to be available at the store coming soon. DevCon jorts, DC jorts. Guys, sorry. This is a testament to the strength of this community, right? We heard stories like Brandon, like Seth, and all of our partners. It's just so awesome to see this power of the collective. And your contributions, your individual contributions, they're not just code. They cement value. They create commerce. And they change the lives of the individuals. So, everyone, let's get ready for a great day. We have more ways for you to get hands-on again, more ways to connect. But also, if you like what you heard today, I strongly urge you to check out the product innovation sessions. They're going to focus on everything you heard today, let you double-click into the announcements. They'll focus on Extend, integrations, AI, analytics, our partners, and last but not least, my favorite one called the Build for Impact session. It's going to highlight what happens when you build on multiple technologies at once. It'll be a fun one. And if you follow Brandon's advice, you can go bother Joe there too, so it'll be fun. The energy keeps going tonight. We're going to have our DevCon After Dark party. It'll take place at the Dev Hub. Be sure to bring your badge, 6 p.m. tonight. And as I close this out, I'll ask one thing of you. As you're getting food, grabbing a cup of coffee, waiting in line for a session, my ask is to find 2 to 3 strangers. Ask them what they're looking to get out of this week. Ask them what they're trying to solve. You may find camaraderie in that you're on the same path, trying to solve the same things. Or maybe, just maybe, you'll discover something you never thought possible. That's the magic of DevCon. So, everyone, let's have a great week. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Workday DevCon post-keynote show, live from Resorts World in Las Vegas. The keynote just finished. My name is Amir Kosvan from the Thought Leadership and Customer Stories Multimedia team right here at Workday.
And I'm Liz Jennings, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Workday. The future of work has truly arrived, and it's right here at Workday DevCon.
Absolutely.
What an incredible keynote we all just witnessed.
Yeah, that's right, Liz. Let's jump right into it. What were your big takeaways from the keynote that we just saw?
Oh my gosh, Amir, the whole thing was just amazing. I'm particularly excited about Workday's focus on empowering developers with AI and the advancements to the Workday platform.
Yeah.
That emphasis on community, partner innovation, it was all just so powerful. So, out of all of the exciting announcements we heard, what stood most out to you?
There was so many, but for me, the spotlight was on the new AI-powered developer toolset, which was a major highlight. And it's really clear that Workday is doubling down, it's a Vegas term there,
Yeah,
on providing a powerful set of AI capabilities for developers to thrive.
That's right, and you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
That was all definitely exciting, and I am so thrilled that Jay will be joining us very soon to really get a deeper dive into that topic. But before we bring him on, let's take a few moments to check out some of the highlights from the keynote.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Basilio kicked us off by underscoring the vital role developers play and Workday's commitment to providing them the best platform and tools. I actually caught up with Ryan earlier to learn more about those capabilities. Let's take a look at that clip. I'm here with Ryan Basilio, the Director of Product Management at Workday. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, glad to be here, Amir.
So Ryan, DevCon is known for its strong sense of community.
Yep.
How does Workday Extend contribute to fostering this community? And what makes DevCon the most unique experience for developers in general?
I love that question. I think Extend contributes to DevCon kind of as the impetus, right? We started this thing 5 years ago, and I think DevCon or Extend was the reason why we even started it, because we knew there was going to be so much that you could do with Extend, so much white space, and we needed a place to go, hey, let's all get under one roof, let's figure this out together. So I think it was really kind of the catalyst, but it encapsulates so much more than just Extend, like integrations and analytics, but it really was a kind of kick in the butt to get us there.
I love that. I love that. Well, speaking of Workday Extend, how is it evolving to meet the changing needs of developers, especially with this thing that everyone keeps talking about, AI? You might have heard of it.
You know, it's like I think I saw those two letters somewhere on a sign somewhere.
I keep hearing them over and over again.
Honestly, Extend is going to be at the forefront of AI, right? There's going to be two different ways we're going to see that happen. One, getting more AI into the applications themselves, right? Where you're going to hear Workday's AI LLMs kind of come through a little bit, as well as our partners in AWS. That's one angle, but also using AI to get the applications delivered faster, right? You just heard Developer Copilot with a lot of new features. That's going to expedite development time by a ton. So big changes. We're including AI there. Really fun.
This year, we're hearing a lot about giving developers the tools, the skills, the connections to build the future, driven by what we're calling 3X innovation, right?
Yes.
How does Workday Extend embody this empowerment, and how does it fit into the whole 3A innovation concept?
Yeah, well, the 3X innovation is what? Built by customers, or built by Workday, built by partners, then built by Workday, or built by customers, right? Workday, partners, customers.
There you go.
And those two parts, partners and customers, that's really where Extend shines, right? They want to be able to bring their secret sauce, go beyond what's delivered inside of Workday, and Extend really kind of plows the road for them. It's going to make it so much easier. So I think, again, as the impetus, I think the 3X innovation story doesn't exist without Workday Extend.
I love that. I love that. Okay, we got time for one more. I'll ask you a bonus question.
Let's do it.
Looking ahead, what's the most exciting development that you see on the horizon for Workday Extend, and how will it continue to empower developers?
I think it's all about Developer Copilot. Developer Copilot is really going to expedite developers' time to value. It's going to make them look like rock stars. It's going to make them look like superheroes. And I really think that's going to just open up so much more use cases. When you can reduce that cost of being able to develop, it's going to give businesses so much more runway.
Absolutely.
So I think Developer Copilot is it, and it's going to be a lot of fun for developers to play with it here at DevCon.
I love that. Thank you so much, Ryan. And to learn more about Workday Extend, how it empowers developers to build the future, visit the Workday Extend website. You can scan this QR code to explore Workday Extend. Thank you all for joining, and thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Amir. Good to have you, man.
Wow, big things happening with Workday Extend. Now back to the keynote. Workday product and technology leaders Jay Wizarkowski, Dean Arnold, and Peter Bayless highlighted Workday's platform journey, including the exciting addition of Agentic AI. Let's watch that back.
And the first one of these announcements is the Agent Gateway. Now, the Agent Gateway is critical. This is where we build that deep integration to the Workday platform. And this is way beyond APIs. I'm not talking about APIs here. I'm talking about deep agent collaboration in the platform with protocols like MCP and agent-to-agent. The Agent Gateway also provides the ability to capture usage and metrics, so we can power observability and governance reporting in the platform. Now, the Agent Gateway and the Agent System of Record are going to be available in early access by Rising this year. Now, let's talk about agents. Jay mentioned the ecosystem earlier and how important that is for platform innovation. Well, I'm here to tell you that the ecosystem is just as important for agents as well. And today, I'd like to introduce to you the Workday Agent Partner Network. Together with our partners, we are building the agent ecosystem. And these partners are at the frontier of AI innovation in the enterprise. And they are fully bought in to Workday's agentic vision. With them, we're going to build first-class collaboration with agents and all agents in the enterprise registered in the Agent System of Record. Now, for our customers to be able to discover these agents, the agent ecosystem, it needs a home. Where's it going to live? And I can't think of a better place for it to live than in Workday Marketplace. Now, in Workday Marketplace, agents by Workday and our partners will live side by side. This allows our customers to discover agents and install them from one destination. And today, you can go to Marketplace right now and discover the first wave of agents from Workday and our partners.
It's clear Workday is placing a huge emphasis on AI. And really, that's to transform the future of work.
Yeah, that's right, Liz. The AI advancements are a game changer. And building on that momentum, we also heard from Vanessa Blount and Jonathan Boyne about how Workday is unlocking customer value. Let's roll that clip.
Now it's time to talk about Developer Copilot. I have 3 exciting new updates for you guys. And if you're familiar with Copilot for Extend, you know that it allows you to create pages and ask questions directly within the dev site. And we're making it even better. Every true builder has to know about WQL, right? Well, Copilot is no different. Using Developer Copilot, you can now generate WQL directly in the dev site. And then, using a brand new component, save that WQL directly in your app for easy reference. No longer going back and forth between your tenant and the dev site. You can stay in the flow of coding with Copilot. Thank you. Yeah, you can clap. This is exciting. But that is not the only trick Copilot has. So, app development begins with ideation. And when you're designing your app or your integration, you have to figure out which API you can use, or if that API exists. And how do you know which is the best API to use? Well, Developer Copilot for API knows. Let's see an example. All right, so we're starting in a simple chat interface. I'm able to ask Copilot for API if there's a change job API. It's going to search across Graph, REST, and SOAP, all Workday APIs, to recommend which is the best to use and any APIs that could possibly do the task I'm looking for. And that recommendation will be based on if I'm building an app or an integration.
It was so great to see how we're helping customers achieve real business outcomes, and the Built on Workday partner story showing how Workday's platform is the foundation for partner inspiration and innovation. That's just so compelling.
Absolutely.
Let's revisit that moment.
There's been a lot of progress. One, taking kind of a step back, we're blessed to have like over 500 technology partners we work with across the board. And depending upon, kind of what they're doing, kind of like what businesses, what industries they serve, there's all sorts of ways that they work with us. If you're like in the benefits space, we have APIs and a whole program built out called Workday Wellness. For payroll, earned wage access, there's Global Payroll Connect. And of course, there's our Connect program just for integrating into Workday. But with Built on Workday, like what's really unique about that, of course, is you're not just integrating into, you're like building on Workday. So like if you know Extend, you kind of know built on Workday. That's basically, kind of like, what it affords us the opportunity to do with these partners. And they're building some amazing applications.
That's honestly amazing, and it's really fundamentally different than what we've ever been done before.
It really
right?
is. Yeah, I mean, it's like we're a year into this. It's like super new, and it's fun because I like in my own background at Salesforce. I had a chance to kind of play a role in helping build out like App Exchange and that ecosystem,
Yeah.
and I see a great opportunity to do that here within the HR financial space where Workday is the leader.
Yeah, and what's great now is we build with our partners, we distribute with our partners, and we sell alongside our partners via our marketplace.
Yeah,
it's really incredible.
It's truly inspiring to see how clearly the Workday platform empowers our partners to deliver such profound value to customers. And now with us to further unpack the exciting announcements we just heard moments ago, is Jay Wizarkowski, GM of Extend at Workday.
Thanks, Samir. Thanks, Liz, for having me. And just first off, thank you to all of you watching. Thank you to the Workday developer community. And certainly thank you to the 20,000 plus workmates across the globe helping empower our developer community. And it was really awesome to be able to showcase all of that innovation with all of you today.
Absolutely.
No, it was so great seeing you on stage always. You're just such a great light out there. Thank you so much for jumping on. And hoping, if you don't mind, we could just elaborate a bit more on Workday's vision for AI and how it's shaping the future of Workday platform. Like, what is that vision?
Yeah, I mean, the vision for Workday developers is clear. The time to build is now. And so we're here to empower Workday developers with one tool set that allows you to build with AI on Workday, but also be empowered by AI, supercharging your work, moving at a pace that we never have before. There's an unprecedented opportunity with the power of AI technology. It's changing how we build. It's changing how we work across the enterprise, and developers play such a pivotal role in shaping that future. And so events like DevCon and our investments in our platform technology are really set to empower those developers to build that change.
Love it.
I love that. And Jay, the AI developer toolset was a key announcement on the main stage. What are some of the core components, and how will it help simplify app development and integrate AI into enterprise applications?
Yeah, that's a great question, Amir. So at first, it all starts with our core technology platform. And so when we started 20 plus years ago on a clean sheet of paper, and everything since then has been built into one Workday platform that all of our customers are on. Every single customer of Workday is on the same version of code. And that's a core foundational tenet that we built in right from the beginning. And what it means is that as Workday continues to innovate, not only in our applications, but in the tools that we're giving the developers to build alongside us, it means that no one is ever left behind. And we're able to collectively, as one community, take advantage of all that innovation. And so when we talk about that tool set, what it means is that we've infused those tools directly into the power of that core of the Workday platform, giving the ability for them to build applications with no low or pro code. And then what we've done also is we've taken the power of Workday Illuminate and infused that into the capability set. So as we continue to innovate with Workday AI, we're putting that power in the hands of the developers through the tools. And we went a step further, and we've realized that it's more than just building AI solutions, which is important and transformative. It's about empowering developers to be more productive. They're more valuable to enterprises than ever. And so what we've done is we've empowered them with a developer co-pilot. So every stage of the development process, from inception to building to deploying to managing, they have an AI-powered developer companion by their side, and that's Workday Developer Copilot. And you would have saw in the keynote a bunch of innovations to take Copilot across the entire platform, really helping developers innovate across all of our technology. And all of that is backed by one single developer experience that we're really investing into to enable developers to seamlessly integrate Workday into their larger development workflows, powering DevOps, using their source control management systems and continuous integration systems of choice, really bringing Workday into that larger development space and really enabling our developers to go faster than ever. And so all of that together is the one toolkit to build the future of work. And we're really excited about what our customers and our partners are going to do with it.
That is no small feat. That's awesome.
No, absolutely. And of course, again, just for anybody just tuning in, we did announce today that we are expanding that developer copilot, just like Jay just said, across the entire developer experience. And, if you could just sum up into maybe just a few words, what do you think is the benefit that is going to give to developers? What are they going to get from this?
Yeah, so Workday developers are in a very unique place. So we talk a lot about tools and we talk a lot about technology, but we need to talk a lot about impact. Workday developers are building the future of work. The solutions matter. They power the way millions of people are able to get their work done, feed their families through payroll, benefits, compensation, etc., and also make the world run, closing books, processing invoices, right? So Workday developers, because we've created one platform with this rich, unified data set, they're really empowered to create significant change. And so it's not just about the technology, it's also about the value in what they're building.
Yeah.
And so they're in a really unique position to not only deliver value, but to take advantage of this tectonic shift with AI technology that's changing how we work, but in a way that's supercharging developers, not augmenting them, not replacing them. Right? And so that's what it's all about. And I'm just really excited to have thousands of people here in Vegas and thousands more watching. Together, we're going to build the future of work, and it's going to be awesome.
I love that. I love that. And the importance of the Workday ecosystem came through loud and clear in the keynote. How is Workday fostering collaboration and growth within this community that we're talking about?
Yeah, it was really exciting to see Nick, who leads our developer relations program, talking about all of our new investments in the community. The bottom line is, and I sound like a broken record, but we don't do this alone. We're building the tools to empower others, and that really guides everything that we do. And so, I shared a little bit about my story in the keynote. I started my career here as a Workday developer. I was building solutions for customers. I transitioned over to building products for the community later. And in that, I understand and believe in the power of the platform, but I also believe in the power of the community.
Right.
And so these are people like me that are investing their entire career, one of the most important things in their life, in Workday and in the Workday platform. And it's important that we give them the tools to succeed, but also invest in them as individuals. We do events like DevCon, but also things like recognition programs, like our new MVP program that Nick announced. Our developer stars kind of shining the light and guiding the way, right? So our developer community's been growing at an enormous rate. 10x over the last 5 years, almost 2x in just the last year.
Yeah.
And so there's tremendous momentum, and I believe in Workday developers. I know what they're capable of, and really it's me and my team's job to just shine that light on them and give them the tools and the skills and the spotlight to succeed.
Yeah, I love it. And this energy just radiates, and I love it. And we saw it today. It was just awesome. So as we wrap up and thinking really about our developer community, what would you say is kind of one big key takeaway from all of the announcements today? Like if there was one thing you're just probably most excited about, what would that be?
I think there's an element of urgency to what we're doing right now. AI has really upended a lot of things, but in a good way. It's untapped the ability to do things and create value at a pace and a scale in which we really haven't been able to do. And a lot of us, I've been developing for a long time, we didn't even really think that was possible. Until the last couple years, and we've all felt that in different ways in our lives, and we certainly see it here at Workday. And so the biggest takeaway is really the time is now to build on Workday.
For sure.
And we spent a lot of time talking about our announcements and our tools and really giving the AI, the power of AI and putting it in developers' hands. But what it's really going to come down to is what developers build, and companies embracing the developer and the value that they can provide. And I'm just really excited to see even just, I look forward to DevCon 26 already and seeing what the community has built. And I think we're on to something pretty big here. I think the numbers prove it, but I think the people in this room and the people online prove it as well.
It's really exciting. It's really, really exciting. Jay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Providing such valuable insights. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And thank you for watching. The energy and insights from DevCon 2025 are just getting started.
Absolutely. And to ensure you don't miss out on the fun, we'll have tons of sessions, exclusive interviews, and behind the scenes look from the Dev Hub drop right here on demand in the digital DevCon library throughout the week.
Yeah, and for even more highlights from the event, make sure to visit the Workday Developer LinkedIn page and follow along on social on hashtag WDAY DevCon. We'll see you online, folks.
When did we start moving business forever forward? Was it when we became the AI platform for people, money, and agents?
This is a game changer.
Was it when we made the Fortune 500? Was it when we used AI to illuminate the future of work?
Illuminate.
Maybe it was when our ad rocked the big game and a new rockstar CEO joined the band. Perhaps it was the day we signed our 10,000th customer. Or when we met our bold net zero target. Was that it? Then again, maybe it was when we entered the platform as a service market. Or when we expanded around the globe, took our company public. Or when we were named the best place to work for women, for parents, for people of all backgrounds and abilities. For everyone. And even a best place to work for our four-legged fur babies. Surely, it was when Workday unified HR and finance on one platform, right? No. It all started when two best friends met at a diner and talked about creating a brighter Workday. From day one, we've been moving our workmates, our customers, and the world forever forward. And we're just getting started.
You never know how far one idea will go and who it will impact. Like her family, their community, our planet. At Deloitte, we measure ideas by the impact they'll have. Because why connect, or innovate, or engineer anything, if not to make an impact that actually matters? No matter who you are, where you are, or where you're going, Deloitte is there, and there, and even there. We are dedicated to helping people and organizations solve problems. To know faster, to grow farther, to go from red to black to green. Creating impact where it matters most.
The world is evolving faster than ever. At Huron, we're not just keeping up, we're helping Workday customers lead the way. For over a decade, we've been a top Workday partner, recognized with numerous industry awards and trusted by clients across industries and around the globe. We're also a proven innovator in the Workday ecosystem, with 5 Partner Innovation Awards and over 90 custom Workday Extend solutions built to solve real-world challenges. Our teams come from the industries we serve, so we understand the complexity, the pressure, and the stakes. With a 93% Net Promoter Score, we build strong partnerships and implementations that work the first time.
At Huron, we offer the breadth and scale of services you would get from some of the largest consulting firms in the world, but the agility and client-first mindset of a boutique firm.
Let's build what's next together.
So when we took on GMS as a client, everyone was super nice. But after a while I started to notice that people don't actually do anything here. They just talk, sit around and click in Workday all day. I'm not even sure what the company does. What kind of generic name is Global Modern Services anyway?
Logan asked us to build an Extend application to improve their check-in functionality. So we've built it and they seem to absolutely love it. But now all they do is check-ins in Workday and constantly just meet all day. Logan seems to absolutely love it. She scheduled 500 meetings herself.
Transform how you work with InteCrowd, your trusted Workday partner, because experience matters. With hundreds of successful deployments, optimizations, and expansions, we know Workday inside and out. From initial deployment to full Phase X implementation to ongoing support, we're with you every step of the way, priding ourselves on being the most responsive partner in the Workday ecosystem. Our people make the difference with deep expertise, proven results, and a passion for getting it right. InteCrowd, experts in Workday, partners in your success, because experience matters.
Drive your business forward with Kainos. Empowering Workday teams to be rock stars every day. With built-on Workday innovation that ensures lasting impact and big results. We deliver streamlined Workday operations you can trust, so your business can do more and focus on the future. Visit Kainos.com to learn more.
Why not? Two words that can change anything. Why not help find a cure? Bring it here and even there. We're building the most helpful AI, so you can inspect 800,000 packages a day, spot patterns in crime data, catch phishing attacks, help coders, well, code. Let's make it happen.
We collaborate with clients to understand their most pressing challenges, then create tailored Workday solutions, prioritizing AI-enabled approaches that drive innovation. Our worldwide platform, Ideas to Impact, serves as a hub where we develop and implement new ideas, enhancing how our clients leverage Workday. We're excited you're here to see the impact in action.
Hello, and welcome to the Workday AI Masterclass series.
I'm excited to talk about Agentic AI, commonly referred to by its core component, AI agents, and how it's transforming enterprise, especially when it comes to experiences, because experience is everything.
Today, we're going to talk about the rapidly evolving policy landscape focused on AI, and rapidly evolving it is.
When I talk to my peers who might be hesitant about AI, I think back to the early days of online shopping or the resistance of software as a service. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the immense possibilities of AI and help shape the future of work.
So
So today we will learn why responsible AI is important. We're going to talk about the principles, practices, and people that make a responsible AI program work.
So while AI and machine learning don't have such a simple superset to subset relationship, it is true that pretty much all of the things you hear referred to as AI do employ machine learning.
This comprehensive program is designed to help business leaders like you learn how to harness the power of AI.
I believe we're at the cusp of a major transformation in how we work, thanks to AI. And I, for one, am incredibly excited to be a part of it.
Developers! Do you know what you need? A podcast for developers, by developers. Plug in to a fast-growing developer community and discover how to fully harness the power of the Workday platform.
Building this stuff is fun.
Yeah.
Coming with the ideas for this is fun. And now being able to use technologies like generative AI to enable these ideas, I mean, it brings the potential of possibilities to the forefront.
You can't really look at the end product and then try to make it safe. Like you have to start with the first line of code, the first bit of data, make sure that all the way through you get to a responsible result.
Join me, Nick Moores, and other Workday experts as we go deep on all things tech here on Workday Dev Talk.
AI has so many applications and shortens the path to achieve several solutions that it just becomes natural. Like you can instantly start thinking of the use cases and the things you can change immediately.
Workday Dev Talk. Now streaming everywhere.
This will be the new manifestation of cell phones for us, basically. You're not going to know how to live without your personal agent, even in your home life, let alone in your digital work life.
What's happening is intelligence is commoditizing. It's becoming ubiquitous.
Agentic AI is presenting us with an incredible opportunity to change how we work, adding in an automated component into our workplace and our workforce.
And I think as a society, we're just getting started. I think in 5 years, some of the things that we used to do today that's manual, the next generation is going to say, well, I can't believe you did that.
That wraps up another episode of the Future of Work podcast. Be sure to check out other episodes at workday.com/podcast.